So fun fact for everyone, I need a favor this episode.
No.
Oh my god, we might do April Fools after this. I'm fucked. So I had the flu last week. I'm doing better. I've been defluified. But what has remained is a very persistent, very obnoxious cough. And laughing does trigger it. So Beth, I need no jokes from you this episode.
We've got to be the least funny we've ever been.
Well, so I've got really good news for that. So, hi everybody, I'm Beth. I currently maybe have the flu, and I'm actively dying from it. I'm miserable. I have a little fever, and I just don't feel good at all. So, energy might be a little bit low. Funny, 0%. And in fact, I'm actually just here to make most of you guys feel very sad.
That's good. I think that's the
Yay.
energy that both we and the listeners are really craving.
Oh yeah, I know everyone loves to just be really sad all the time. So I've actually just written down nothing but emotional gut punches for the next hour.
I'm excited. That still might make me cough though, so
Not the crunch hole, Freya, get out of here.
it's
If you
too
can
it's
believe
too
it,
early
the
for
sun
crunch
literally
hole.
came out to set.
Sorry, I just remembered that joke immediately.
I need someone else to tell me what happened last time. Someone who's not me.
Last time we lived.
Does
What did-
anyone remember what happened last time?
We cried into
No.
cups.
Okay, here I can give the emotional backstory. All right, next time Max has to do it specifically because I just saw him celebrate. The last time you all met with your new best friend, Hank the cow dog. What's his name? Fucking what's his name?
Cow dog?
Warwick, Beth. Warwick.
Yeah.
No, I
Hank-
think we should go Hank the cow dog.
Hank the cow dog.
No, actually, that was just a book I read when I was in the 5th grade.
Just bringing back a classic, Beth.
We were talking about childhood memories. Okay, I'm sorry. You were talking to Warwick.
Oh, he's not like a half cow, half dog.
he's
He's a dog.
cow dog. He herds
herds
cows.
cows.
Like a sheepdog, but for cows.
Kinda, yeah. Anyway, unrelated to cows, dogs, and or cow dogs, you were talking to Warwick of the Providence Lexicon, the angel who claims to know everything that ever was and everything that won't be.
Including Hank the cow dog. Sorry.
Including Hank the cow dog. He was bizarre and gross and uncomfortable to be around. You guys asked him a series of questions. He gave you a series of answers. Primarily demanded your tears for consumption as payment, but he also said he was interested in pursuing a change of heaven's leadership. Everybody seemed on board for that. After getting what you wanted, he kind of like made a very odd deal with Rosier. Rosier was immediately very depressed by this. And you reunited with Atticus in the lobby, who her note kind of gave her another bit of a reversal, and she went from being kind of shitty all over the place to okay. But unfortunately, Anderson, Ernest, neither of you were okay as you mutually punched each other in the nose. Anderson, your nose was basically almost entirely crushed. And Ernest, you're actually totally fine now, because you guys then got healed in a hospital somewhat before exiting down into the sewers, where at the very end of the episode, you heard a male voice from somewhere in the castle screaming about Abner. And then Anderson fainted. And that's where we left off.
So in 2020, there was a Hank the cow dog podcast.
There was an entire podcast about Hank?
Starring Matthew McConaughey as Hank.
Hello.
I mean, if I think of Hank the cow dog, I do think of Matthew McConaughey.
Do you think? So wait, who played his little buddy?
What's his little buddy's name?
I don't know. I was really just interested in Hank.
Was it Drover?
Hank had pretty sure Hank had a romance with a coyote, and I really just locked in on that.
Wait, you guys got to hear this cast. This is crazy. Okay, Jesse Plemons is Drover.
What the fuck?
Kirsten Dunst as Sally Mae.
Classic Sally Mae.
And Cynthia, is it Erivo?
I thought you were gonna say Cindy Lou Who, and I was gonna remind you that's not a real person.
No, but Cynthia's Madame Moonshine.
See, you're like describing the star-studded cast like I know anybody other than Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, Jesse Plemons is in like everything. Kirsten Dunst was Mary Jane in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Obviously.
Oh, I know her.
Well,
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst are married, aren't they?
Are they?
They
I think
would be
so.
voicing-
They got
would be
married in
voicing Hank over this.
2022.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a Hank the Cow Dog wedding?
I don't know. But
What kind of dog? Is Hank a... So wait. Hank is a cow?
No,
he's a dog.
He's a
Okay, what
herder.
Okay. So like Australian Shepherd, possibly.
Kind of. He imagine more like just like a general kind of like short-haired mutt breed.
Imagine if
Actually,
Matthew
hold on, I gotta-
McConaughey was a dog.
Isn't that like the premise of Food Fight or something?
Virtually.
Yeah.
And actually,
Oh my god! Oh, bud! Oh my god, I haven't read this book in forever. Hold on, I'm gonna post it in the. Look at Hank.
there he is.
Oh, I
That
love
guy
Hank.
would fuck you up for his cows.
Excuse me.
All right, now that we're done reminiscing about the beauty and perfection that is the Hank the Cow Dog book series,
Yeah.
let's get back into this. Anderson, you're unconscious, so we're gonna pick up with you in a little bit.
No problem. I'm going to just read about Hank the Cow Dog.
You should just read Hank the Cow Dog while we're doing this. Everybody else, Rosier, Ernest, Abel, and half of Atticus, and Anderson's unconscious body, you are all standing in the sewers. Atticus is kind of schlepping Anderson onto her back. Rosier's offering to help, and she's like, "No, he's my brother. I got this. But I don't know where we're going. What are we doing?"
Well, I wanted to bring us down here so we could talk about whatever the hell was happening up there, but I guess while we're down here we could do our phone call situation. Did we didn't do that yet.
No.
No, but I didn't. Didn't you guys say that it had to be done somewhere really specific?
We
Rosier
can get there from down here.
pops up. He said, "Yes, we need to do it somewhere outside of the bounds of heaven. We could go back down to the room
Yeah.
and try it there." Excellent. I'll lead the way. And Abel Rosier grabs your hand as he does. Everyone follow?
Yep.
No.
Imagine if I
You're-
said no.
You're unconscious, and now you, Abel, are in like a vice grip. Normally, when Rosier holds your hand, it's pretty soft, and he's very gentle. His hand is shaking, just very slightly, and his grip is a little bit like iron, maybe a little bit too tight. But he doesn't really seem keen or intent on letting go anytime soon.
I give like one of those attempted to be comforting like return squeezes.
When you do, he glances down at you, and the corner of his mouth turns up a tiny bit, and he loosens a grip a little bit, but he returns the same little squeeze, I guess. And you guys walk in silence for a few good minutes, your footsteps clicking against the floor. He takes many twists and turns, but he's pretty intent on where he thinks he knows he's going. You are still alone in the sewers, despite the fact that Imelda told you that many people were down here. You haven't heard or seen anybody since your time in the co-op or near Pizza Heaven, Schmitza Hut. But that changes as you get closer and closer to that familiar-looking doorway. You guys kind of recognize the stairwell leading down, and as you're getting nearer and nearer, you can hear what sounds like someone screaming for help.
Can we tell what direction it's coming from?
It seems to be coming from down the stairwell, like where you're headed. Like there's someone down in that room screaming for help.
I'm gonna go check on that.
Yeah, Ernest is gonna tag along for that.
Okay, yeah. Do you guys lead the way, or do you let Rosier lead the way?
No,
mean,
Rosier was leading the way, but I'm dragging.
Okay. As Abel, you kind of take point and start dragging Rosier down the stairs. Rosier says, "That's so strange. No one should be down here besides maybe us and the co-op folks."
Maybe they
Attic-
fell.
Atticus says, "Hey, obligatory, this could be a trap. Just, could be a trap." But she'll follow you as you guys go down the stairs, taking them remarkably fast for carrying Anderson on her back, too. At the bottom of the stairs, that voice is cut off pretty quickly, and you can still hear sounds of a struggle, but there's no one screaming for help anymore, just what sounds like a horrible gurgling noise.
Hello?
The gurgling noise stops, and you instead
Oh.
hear a horrible schlick, schlick, schlick. Like something's dragging itself, getting louder and louder. You're now in front of that door, which is still open, still propped open. And you see inside a large goo creature, perfectly in the shape of a man, but perhaps twice the size of one. And someone's legs are sticking out of its torso, kicking and flailing. And this thing is dragging itself towards you as pieces of it drip down to the floor as it struggles to hold its form. It basically just scoops it back up, reabsorbs the goo it drops back up to its form, and just constantly replaces its horrible liquid body. And it is actively coming at you all. It's not
So-
very fast. It's not exactly intimidating, but it does have a person sticking out of its body.
Do we recognize those legs?
Who are
Roll-
those legs?
Roll.
No.
Yeah, roll no for me. Also known as
Really?
education.
Really quickly, while this is being rolled, is the door that is ajar in between us and this monster, or are we
Yeah.
just?
Yes, it is. I do want to remind you, this is the door that you have to have two people on either side of the door to open. So if you close
Oh,
this door, the likelihood of you reopening it is very low.
yeah. Hmm.
Here's a fun question. I forgot the fun question. Never mind. These are both dice I need. Hard success.
Hard success. Okay, you do recognize those legs. They look like that blonde person you bumped into in the co-op, the one who opened the door, who was kind of a little standoffish and then was told to chill out.
Man, I'd save that guy. I don't know how to fight this though, cause I'm a little heaven guy that has no weapons. So
Rosier pushes you out of the way and says, "I'll handle this." And using one of his own feathers, sort of extends it out until it's a sword. And then he does another one of his feathers and makes like a small pink dagger and he gives it to you, or to you, Abel, and he says, "Here, just in case this gets past me."
okay.
Can I help in any way?
I hand you the dagger.
No, you keep no. I got he holds up his fists. He's like, I got these things. You
Rosier,
keep that.
Rosier looks
Okay.
crushed for a second, and said,
Listen, I don't know how to use this.
Rosier looks at you, Ernest,
Dab.
and says, "This is one of those creatures who died. So we just need it to remember that it's no longer alive."
So we kill it, so it can remember it's dead.
I like to think of it as self-defense, and he's gonna run into the room.
Okay, all right, yep. I'm following.
Atticus is like, "Oh, I'll stay back here."
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll initiative. Abel, are you staying outside of the fight, or are you joining in?
I'll be like a door guard to keep Atticus and passed out Anderson safe.
Okay, so let's roll with just Ernest and Rosier for the time being.
If you want me to be in the order, though, I have a 47,
47? Okay.
which is a. Um, we use Dex for that, right? So that's a fail.
All right. Ernest?
Also,
you guys
before I continue to forget to mention it, the face that Abel made when he seen that creature was the same face that you know that meme picture of Elon Musk where he's like in bed squinting really hard, being blinded by a camera flash.
Is that Elon
No.
Musk?
It is.
No way.
It's one of my favorite pictures in the whole world.
Is that really him?
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. Which picture is that? Can you put it in the group chat?
I'm getting it. Hold on.
I don't think
I
that's
always-
Elon Musk.
It's gotta be.
See, I never see the
It comes
original.
up.
I always see like the Skyrim edit of it. where it's like the
Sky.
Jarl
I don't even know what the fuck it's called.
Is it
being blinded in bed meme.
Wait, that's not Elon Musk.
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure
think
that's the
that's
guy who
Elon
he doesn't.
Musk.
I think that's the guy that doesn't know the difference between a kilogram of feathers and a kilogram of steel.
I love that guy.
It's
Well,
I mean,
it's
I can see Elon Musk in that face.
He looks like Elon Musk in that.
Yeah, he does.
Why am I just getting stock photos of people squinting?
Mark, were you
Who
asking
is
if we
this
could hear
man?
something?
Oh, it isn't Elon Musk. What a tragedy. It's Lemmy.
I did ask
Is
if you
Lemmy-
could hear
wait.
something.
So that is the guy who doesn't understand the difference between the kilogram thing, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think we can hear it, Mark. I don't know what you're trying to play for us, but
The website fucking crashed my computer. No, sorry. The Know Your Meme website just like gave my computer 1,000 viruses immediately,
Oh,
and it
fuck
stopped
yeah.
working for a moment. Sorry. No, I was asking if you could hear Reggie because she's fucking screaming.
No,
No.
we can't. But
Okay.
if you got Reggie business to take care of, feel free.
She's just this is what she does. She sits on the top of the stairs and she just screams for hours.
You know, Astro does that too. So I could be laying on the couch, and Adam could be in his chair, and Astro will go into the kitchen, and I mean, like, start screaming like we've taken away his life, his family, anything he ever loved. He'll just sit there and cry so mournfully because he wants us to come in there and give him attention. And I'm like, come, take 15 steps to the left, and I will give you so much love. And he's like,
Anyway, we're fighting, right?
yeah, what did you
Initiative?
roll? Yep.
Yeah. Just a regular success.
Okay. Monster Man's up first, and he is going to look at Rosier, who is actively running up on him with a sword, and he's going to take his big ol' goo arm, and he's just going to bring it down on Rosier's head.
Ew.
And Rosier is going to try and chop his arm off.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
Get out of here, judgmental. Okay. Rosier brings his sword up like he's going to try and cut the arm off clean at the shoulder, and he misses and stabs himself in the leg.
Ew.
How'd you do
So
that?
as he looks and he's like, I was never. And as he says that, the monster brings his hand down on Rosier's head, and does not let go. And so now Rosier is in a little bit inside of the monster too. It's now Rosier's turn, who's going to try and get out of that. Let me have you take some damage, buddy, for both of those things.
Ew.
Damn.
Max.
R.I.P. Rosier.
Me going back and forth on how doomed of a romance I want to write for this. And my narrative said, "Don't worry, buddy, I can decide that for you."
You can't kill him, Beth. He's gay.
Listen, if
They'll
everyone's
cancel
gay,
you on the internet.
I'm gonna personally
Well-
cancel you if you kill this gay angel.
this is
If you
just because.
if you kill my gay heaven angel, I'm writing a call out post.
Listen, this is just because Max and I were talking about the barrier gaze trope from the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
From the 90s. You think they don't do that still?
Yeah,
No, they definitely
exactly.
do.
Yeah, and their
I've
name
watched,
is
I've watched
Beth.
Orange is the New Black, and
Ugh, I can never go back. That show broke me. I really liked it up until a certain point, and then I
Yeah.
was like, I can't ever watch this again. And I just still finished it because I was like, no, I got to see it through. I shouldn't have. I wish I hadn't. Anyway, just like me and my feelings, Rosier's filled with regret as he fails to get out of this thing. Ernest, it is your turn.
It's me, Ernest. Ernest was stupid and didn't bring anything with him to heaven. Like, he didn't bring any weapons. He was like, nah, heaven's peaceful, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Rosier offered you a weapon. You said my fists are good.
Yeah, but I didn't want to.
my fists are good. Does not think about the fact that you're about to go punch a goo beast.
Yeah.
Forgets about the viscosity of enemy.
Can I roll luck to see if maybe this poor heaven man inside the goo now, the leg guy, to see if maybe he dropped a weapon around here?
You know what? Yeah, I like that. Go ahead and roll luck for me.
Hell
But
yeah,
you will
thanks,
have to
bud.
get at least a hard success. Jupiter, please don't.
Don't let me metagame, but you could also use your turn to try and free that poor son of a bitch.
Or Rosier, who has a sword.
Good idea. That is a good idea.
Or you can roll luck with a hard success and find a weapon, maybe.
You know what's really funny about that
What'd you get?
I'm pretty sure that'd be a hard success because that's a 32.
Luck is pass fail.
No, it's a
Well,
hard
that
success.
No,
that's definitely
no,
a hard
actually.
a hard pass.
You have
No,
to you have to get a hard success on this pass fail roll.
No, I'm traumatized from that time I asked Max for something and then I told him after the fact that he needed something else to pass and he was like, "No, you have to tell me up front." So, fuck the rule system. The hard success, you passed it. All right, and as you're looking around, you spot what would be a fun weapon. I know.
Table.
What?
Table? Table? Max, don't do me.
You find what looks to be a like a pizza like flipper, like one of those long handled pizza flat at the very end for pizza flipping, but the very tip of it, like the handle of the pizza flipper, has been carved into a shank.
I like that. Really. I'm gonna mm, I'm gonna spank its butt.
All right, you try to run around to the other side of him because he is facing and walking towards you. Please make a melee roll.
Fighting brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. But you'll need a hard success because you're going for his booty as specified.
Dang.
See, this is great that I'm, sort of sitting this out. I can backseat DM all I want.
Yeah, I love
that
it.
is a hard success.
All right, go ahead and roll damage for me. That'd be a, I don't know, 1d4
Plus damage bonus.
max.
Forget.
I'm so excited for your scene.
This is just like adding, and then Anderson's gonna get punched in the face again, and again, and again.
Nah, Anderson would prefer physical harm to this.
Real quick, that is 5 damage.
Okay, awesome. You slap him on the booty and he roars, seemingly in pain. His form destabilizes a little bit. Not enough. He starts to drop Kicky McLeg pants, but he actually just ends up dropping lower in the body. Now he's kind of sticking out of his like thighs, and Rosier is still headlocked by this thing in his arm. Abel, it is now your turn. You've kind of watched Rosier fail immediately, and Ernest is spanking the monster. Atticus behind you goes, "You guys must not fight very often."
What do you think there is to fight up here?
That apparently.
Well, I guess I'll do something about this. So I'd like to run up to the side of the monster that its arm is on Rosier
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, like slice at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll fighting brawl. Don't you nod your head approvingly?
Let's see. Put anything to that. No.
You go to stab this monster. Rosier's flailing excitedly next to you, but you're actually too short, and you can't reach his arm.
Come on, man. This thing's
Ernest-
way too tall.
Ernest kind of like he definitely laughs a little. It's like I'm so sorry.
When you're in the 5-foot range and you're fighting like a foot tall dude.
This guy is like his like the interior of his arm just like reverse raises up at the elbow. So instead of like bending down, it just bends up. It's just kind of out of reach. And let's pause here. Anderson, you fainted.
Yeah.
You wake up. You find yourself laying in a bed in a room that when you look around hard enough, you realize is your sister's guest room in her house back at home. There's a little water cup next to you. The light's on. And you can hear what sounds like someone arguing downstairs.
I pull the little covers up over my chin. I turn to this. No, okay. I'm gonna throw the water back. Is it good? Tastes good?
Yeah, it tastes like water. It's sweet. Sweet in the way that when you really want a glass of water and it's fresh and it's cold, it almost tastes sweet.
Water from home.
She's gotta get that checked. I'm gonna stand up and sort of like, I'm gonna be like one of those kids who like stands in the doorway when they're about to be like, "Mom, Dad, I threw up."
Mom, I threw up. Help.
I just want to like stand in the doorway like that and look down towards where the source of the arguing is coming from.
Okay. The guest room is towards like the end of the hallway. And when you open the door, you can hear much clearer now the sounds of this horrible, deep, gravelly voice and your sister arguing back and forth with each other.
Okay. like a kid on Christmas, I'm gonna sneak towards it.
All right. Do you like hang out on the stairwell?
Yes.
Okay. Are you looking or are you just listening?
No, I'm gonna look.
Okay. You look. Let me describe the living room. So, about half of it is gone. Um, it is just had the wall, part of the roof, a lot of the flooring, furniture gone. Just this big nothing void. You can see your sister standing with her hands on her hips, looks just from her body language, pissed off, and she is talking to this horrible blob monster thing. It's this giant black mass that is just dripping. Every time it opens its mouth to growl something out, part of it just falls apart. And Atticus is arguing back and forth. The thing groans, "My life." And Atticus says, "No, my life, my body, my house. This is my memories, Sammy. You can't have them." And Sammy, I guess, says, "My brother, best friend." And Atticus goes, "No, that's my brother for the last time. This is my body. For as long as we're in it, I'm in charge. I'm in charge, Sammy. You are nothing. You are dead." And this thing screams, rears back, and just sort of falls apart a little bit. And then it launches out of its chest a hand that grabs Atticus by the face. She screams for a second, leans over, grabs something off of her mantle, and smashes it, breaking like a glass jar into this thing. And it rears back again and just slides into the hole, back into the void. And Atticus is left panting over it. And she said, "You are gone. Stay gone. Piece of shit."
Hey,
She turns around on you. "Anderson? Anderson?"
hey.
She's wearing a mask that you couldn't really notice from behind, but she's wearing a white comedy mask, like from Comedy and Tragedy. It's a little too small, but it's covering the bulk of her face, and she basically leaps over her couch to run up the stairs and grab you in a hug before you can say much else.
Yeah, I give her a hug and I say, "I just had the strangest dream and you were there." And I point at Sammy and he was there.
"What are you doing here? How did you even get here?"
I got knocked out. So something dream memory connection. What is this?
I guess this is more of the same. I think it's this is gonna sound stupid. I'm pretty sure this is my mind.
No, I'm
Hey, come
pretty
on, let's
sure
get
it
up.
is. Your water
Yeah, come on,
tastes
let's get
sweet,
up the
by the way.
stairs.
You should maybe get it checked when we get back.
Yeah, I'll add that to my list of deepest concerns. Come on. She starts dragging you into the kitchen.
Okay. I'm like, "Hi, Sammy."
It gurbles, and you hear again, "Brother."
Hmm.
Atticus goes, "No, my brother."
So is this like this is what so is this Sammy, this Sammy is still here in your mind?
I guess if you want to call him that, he's that thing is what Abner wanted. I think that's I guess the remnants of Sammy's soul, but he was wrong. They're not, living pieces that can be reformed. He doesn't even exist anymore. He doesn't even remember his own life anymore. I remember his life, and he's eating my memories, Anderson.
So
Yeah, ew is right.
if this thing is here, what is Sammy?
It's both of us. It's sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's him, and sometimes it's neither of us, like right now.
That's
But
not
but
great.
no, don't hear how she kind of pushes you into a seat, and she says, coffee, tea, more water. What are you in the mood for?"
No, I have to get back.
"Yeah, I know. I really need to talk to you. I have not been able to reach you since this happened. I can still hear you, but I don't think you can hear me anymore."
No, I've been dealing with you from circa 2019.
"I know. I actually, yeah." She's opening the cabinets, and there's nothing in them. She goes, Oh, fuck. I forgot what my cups look like. Damn it. She closes the cabinets. All right. Well, that's fine. Yeah, no, I heard her. She's First of all, I want to say she's wrong, by the way. I know she tried to blame you for this whole mess happening. She's wrong. None of this is your fault, Anderson.
Yeah, I'm not really here to play the blame game. What I gotta. This is what we should probably keep this quick because I feel like the gang, they're probably lost without me. They're probably they depend on me.
Yeah. No, of course. I guess the only thing I really needed you to know is the siphon. Um Abner destroyed it. Don't give me that look. You can get a new one. You just have to go see creation.
Bastard. That was my bargaining tool. Okay, that's fine. Just gotta edit the plan a little bit more.
Can I help? I've been doing everything I can here. I know it's probably not like a lot, but if I can, maintain control and if I can keep myself from, losing myself, I could get you guys as much time as you need.
Yeah, time is good, Atticus. Can we lock Sammy in a closet or something? Would that help at all?
No, he exists in that hole. He's just getting She touches the mask a little bit. He's getting worse, but it's okay. I found that venting my rage and frustration on him has been helping a lot. And also I think he's really easy to manipulate. He's just constantly trying to take my own memories from me. That's really the only shitty part right now. But when I'm in charge of the body, it's excellent because all I do is make Abner feel like horse shit.
Is it wrong that I almost feel bad for Sammy?
No, it's not. This is fucked up. This is really fucked up. And as much as I can, resent him for it, he's not even a living being anymore. He's just he's like shards of himself just trying to find himself. And I think the only reason he wants my memories is because that's all he can access right now. So I don't think you're wrong to feel bad for him, but I'm also not gonna let him have his way whatsoever.
No, we're coming, Atticus. Just need a little bit longer. We have a good plan. Good people on it.
Yeah, no, please. I don't want you to worry about me. I can physically hear how stressed you are constantly. And I want you to know I'm okay. This sucks. This really sucks. But I'm okay and we have gotten through worse. And we will get through this. We will get home and we will deal with the fucking harvester.
Right. Yes. I don't want to sound rude. How do I leave?
Dude, I don't know. I was just screaming at him and then you're on my stairwell.
Hit me.
She smacks you.
Do I wake up?
No, but it doesn't hurt either.
Okay. That doesn't hurt. That doesn't help.
Ooh. I could try and shock you awake.
Shock me awake?
I'm sorry for this. And she takes her mask off. Her left eye is gone. It is clear gone from her head. There is black goo dripping down from what was her eye socket. She says, I don't think this is permanent. Ooga booga.
What the fuck?
Anderson, you wake up.
Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What's up? Thanks for listening to, what is this, part 9 of A Little Slice of Heaven. Hope you're enjoying it. As you know, maybe, as you may have seen, we didn't have an episode last week due to continuing cast illness, which stinks. We've had some interruptions this year for sure. I posted this in Discord, but if you're not on our Discord, which I'll tell you about momentarily, we pride ourselves on having a backlog normally to help us out in times of sickness or just general interruption to normal operations. And we sort of, had those interruptions, got through the backlog, but we'll get it back. It just takes a little bit of time. So apologies for any interruptions that we've had this year that we may have over the next few weeks. But we'll get through it. We always do. And looking at my calendar over here, I do see another planned interruption for next week If you have any idea about what that might be, I would expect an episode next Tuesday instead of next Monday. So look forward to that. You can join us live every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the premiere of these episodes. We do so at youtube.com/@TIN podcast. That's where you can find us. And it's a really good time. We premiere these episodes live. There's a bunch of people to chat with, including some of the cast and crew. It's wonderful. So I hope you'll be checking it out. Of course, we're on other platforms as well. We're available pretty much wherever podcast. So lots of good ways to enjoy it wherever you need. The other thing, talking about Discord earlier, right, is that in the YouTube descriptions every week you can find a link to join our Discord. It's a wonderful community of very, very cool, very funny people. So give it a little click, give a little tap. We also have patreon.com/tincast, which is our financial support for the show. If you don't know, we put out a new episode for our $5 patrons every single month. That's right. Free, not free, but bonus content. And last month we just finished up I Spy, which was an extended adventure. It's like 5 parts, season 3 adjacent adventure. I think this month we're going to do another season 3 themed adventure. So that'll be out before the end of the month. We usually release it right at the end of the month. And then for our $10 patrons, this is the part of the show where I thank you each and every week. So let's thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrant, Emily Laderna, Charlie Rose, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you guys so much. It's really cool of you. Anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to say this week. So I guess let's get back into the madness and join us again next week for April. April's going to be here. And until April, stay safe, drink lots of water, and have a great week.
Wake up on your sister's back as she's yelling, no, to the left! Oh my god, to the left! As it appears like your friends are all losing a fight to a similar-looking blob monster down in the bottom of the sewer.
I grab Atticus and I turn her around.
Fuck!
Is her eye still there?
Yeah. You good? Are you okay? Can you walk?
Yes. What is happening?
You passed out, so I carried you down here with everyone else, and now there's a guy, and oh man, everyone's losing.
Fuck me. I get down, I right myself, and I'm gonna rush in.
Okay. All right. Atticus is going to follow your lead. So let's roll to insert you guys into combat. Atticus does medium.
I failed.
Okay.
Yo, same.
Yo!
Go.
We begin back at the top of the order. It is the monster's turn, and he leans his head back and gurgles. And then he's going to try and Ernest catch you in his ass since you're back there.
Ew!
No.
What would you like to
No.
do?
Smack it out of the
It's a-
way.
It's a whole new meaning to an ass grab. It's like infinitely worse than way scarier.
He got it fucking fumbled.
I was about to say good luck beating this because I got a critical.
Okay.
You crit!
He shoots his ass out to kind of envelop you in it, but he goes long, so he actually just shoots his ass off into the distance.
Do I
and
get to
he-
smack it like a baseball with the
Oh, you're
paddle?
no, better. You're gonna just smack his main body so he can actually take that crit damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you, as he does this, you bring the are you hitting him with the paddle or are you stabbing him with the stabby?
I'm gonna hit it like a baseball, so it would have been with a paddle.
Okay. You super spank this guy so hard with no ass that you're actually just attacking what was probably what he once considered a spine. So roll damage for me. And then double it.
I hate
That's
this.
14 damage.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
You catch this guy right in the slime spine, and you slime shatter it. And he lets out another horrible, this time like rattling, gurgling noise. and just turns back into liquid all around you. It's up to your ankles. It's nasty before it kind of
Ew.
just seeps out into the room and through the floors and is gone. Rosier, Abel, this person that you met earlier, Atticus, Anderson, and Ernest, you were all fine, but you are all now also kind of just covered in goo. Like Rosier's head is almost dyed black with this stuff as he's sputtering and ruffling his feathers. Um, the person you heard calling for help sits up and coughs up a bunch of that goo stuff and then looks around at you guys and says, "Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. I didn't know what I was gonna do."
What were you doing?
Well, I was scouting. I work for the co-op in Imelda. I came down here to make sure that it was safe before we moved everyone down here. And I was thinking, all good. And then this guy showed up and just when I was trying to give him the old 1-2, get away from me, he ate me.
Well, that makes sense.
Thank you again, sincerely. I know I wasn't like the warmest when you guys showed up earlier, but God, thanks. That would have been awful. I'm Caster, by the way, Caster Cortex.
Hey,
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Ernest.
Ernest, Abel, Anderson. I met most Rosier. I don't know the lady over there, but I met most of you guys when you were at the co-op the other day.
Yeah, this is Atticus. Atticus, this is Caster Blaster.
I just said my full name.
It's a nickname. Unless you don't have them where you're from. Don't have nicknames. Cass, are you okay? I'm sorry. That looked bad. You good?
Atticus says, "It's really nice to meet you, Caster Blaster." Caster says, "The pleasure's all mine." Yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna chalk this up to don't come down here alone. But this just kind of happens sometimes. The remembrance, they'll just, remember.
That's fucked up, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Why do you? I don't really want to live in dead body basement, but I also don't want to live in the rehabilitation center either.
Yeah, I can imagine why that's not fun. Well, I think you've learned a great lesson. Don't travel alone, but also hopefully you won't have to do this that much longer. We're on our way to make a very important phone call right now to secure our exit.
Great. Can I help you guys out in any other way? Like just to say thanks.
Guard this door. Do not let this door close.
Okay. I have to go back to the co-op.
Can you wait like 10 minutes?
Oh, you mean right now? Yeah. No problem. I'll Caster shakes the goo out of their hair. They've wipes the goo off their glasses. They've got that shaggy blonde hair, big glasses, and this like weird ass white lab coat. And they just kind of walk out and say, "Yeah, I'll yell if anything else happens, I guess."
That's good. Don't get absorbed into another creature's ass, please.
I wasn't the one in the ass. Okay, I was in his. They're at the door.
Okay. Good stuff. Ernest, are you ready to call your friend?
Yeah. Sorry. No, I just heard a really weird. I don't know what the fuck that was. Give me one moment.
Yeah. It's Goopy Teeth Frog. He's there.
Goopy
He's
Teeth
waiting.
Frog is real, and he's in Mark's house.
That is terrifying. So, guys, they're still making Hank Dog books.
Good. Hank the
Fuck
cow
yeah.
dog has many cows that he needs to take care of. Okay. Oh, look how big she is now.
That's a big baby.
She said, "I large."
That's a wee baby.
Look at Freya.
Freya's like, I'm out of here. Hey,
Oh,
yo.
Reggie Rock on the
Hello.
podcast. Hi, Reggie.
Reggie Rockford.
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye.
That
Goodbye,
cat
Yeah, no,
Reginald.
it
just
was
heard
Reggie. She was going for my bag.
she was experiencing new dimensions.
All right. Yeah. I think as long as the paper didn't get destroyed by the goo, I think we're good to
No.
go.
Nope, you guys are all good. The phone's good. The wafer paper is all good. I don't think you actually got like drawn into his ass. He just tried that.
Gross.
Thank fucking
Gross.
God. All right.
Lead the way, Ernest. How do we get to not here?
I mean, we're kind of this is the room. Like we're in the room, right?
Yeah.
In between hell and earth, or in between hell and heaven. So like we're kind of not in heaven right now. So I assume we could just make the call from here.
Do it up.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to remember what I gotta ask this frog man. Hey, Beth, my otherworldly friend above Abel,
Yeah.
What am I asking this man?
You need a Goopy Teeth Frog to either open this door for you, like the Earth door, or like get you a portal to the room to just get everyone to leave. But you're hoping that Goopy Teeth Frog will give you passage out of heaven.
All right. Priority 1, get out of heaven onto Earth. Priority 2, teleport us out here. Got it. All right. He's gonna dial in the number. Beep boop beep 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 beep.
It takes 4 rings, and then you hear, "Hello."
Hey, is
No.
this? I'm talking to my friend. Hey, is this Goopy Teeth Frog?
Gooper Teeth Frog at your service. What can I do for you?
Yeah.
Is that my good friend Ernest?
Oh man, I have missed your voice, GT.
Ernest, my teeth salivate at the opportunity to speak with you once more. What can I do for you, Ernest? I would do just about anything.
Listen, Goopy boy, Goop man. I need your help. See, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. Um, is there? Do you know of a door that leads from heaven to earth, by chance?
Sure do.
Do you know how to open the door?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I need your help because I am currently in heaven, and I need to get to. I have some companions that need to find safe travels.
Oh, I know. Not to worry, Ernest. I will happily open the door from heaven for you.
I appreciate, and there's, I know we've had our ups and downs throughout the years, but if you ever need anything, I'm in hell now. You know where to find me. Anytime, I'm here for you.
No, don't even sweat it, my friend. Many years we've been friends, and many adventures we've had. Everything comes to pass as it should, and I'm only doing what I must. So, I will see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow sounds great, Goopy Frog. We will be awaiting the door opening.
It sounds like he sticks the whole phone in his mouth and gives like a
Mm.
kissing noise, and then he's like, I will need a hug.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye. And he hangs up.
And he hangs up.
Ernest,
All right.
I only heard the sound of slurping coming through the phone.
Yeah.
It was so loud.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get used to that if we're gonna meet Goopy Frog. Yeah.
Is he coming?
Yeah. He's gonna be here tomorrow. He's gonna open the door for us. He's gonna help us.
Okay. That's good.
One part of our plan set in motion. We're good on this front.
Okay. That's great. Okay. That means we just gotta get to Warwick. No, we did that already. We need to get to the road. We have to go to creation by sneaking out, and then we gotta get my sister back. Well, the rest of my sister back.
Do I need that, by the way? Like, do I need the rest of me? I feel like I'd be okay if we also like didn't.
Do you need 13 years of memory?
I feel like I could just like, if it came down to it, I'm pretty sure I could probably just wing it.
You want to wing your wife of over 10 years. You want to wing your children.
I'm married?
With kids!
I'll be honest, Anderson. I didn't actually believe that. I thought you were just being mean.
We're getting those memories back. And then you're just going to be you again. It's going to be exactly this, but you're just going to have the rest of your memories back as well.
Maybe.
It's not negotiable. We're getting them back. So, do we need Clifford first, or do we need creation first?
Don't we need to talk to Rhodes to set the date?
Is that what we need to do next?
Rosier pipes up and says, that is sort of where we're at, yeah. We either need to go see creation or we need to go see Warwick. I'm sorry, not Warwick. Now I'm doing it. We need to go see Rhodes. It has been a trying amount of time since all of this has began. But yes, our choices are to either go see Creation or to go see Rhodes. Once we see Rhodes, we don't have very long to try and save Clifford, but I do believe the goal was to make that tomorrow. So if your friend is coming tomorrow, perhaps we should set Clifford into motion over Creation. I'm not certain how much we actually need to go see Creation anyway.
We have
Didn't
to
we?
get a. We have to. No, the siphon. No, the sight. We have to get the siphon. That bastard broke the siphon.
Wait, how did you know that?
Cause I had a mind dream, and I saw it there. I'm not doing a good job at explaining this, but you got to trust me. That bastard Abner broke the siphon.
Atticus squints at you. And Rosier nods and says, "Prophetic dreams aren't uncommon." All right, that's not good, but that's Creation. He could probably just make a new one.
Yes, and then we can make you a real boy as well. I'm telling you, he owes me a favor. I don't care what was on that fucking piece of paper, Rosier. This is how we're doing things.
If I don't have to, absolutely. I'm 100% on board.
He owes me a favor. So we're gonna collect. If you think we need to do Rhodes first, though, and get Clifford there, let's do that.
I think it would make the most sense, seeing as we have to wait. We have to wait for the date to actually change. That will happen tomorrow. And I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, Imelda implied that Clifford would immediately be held in the reintegration center.
Yeah, that's for them to figure out. Those wonderful people at the co-op, but we need to focus on getting Atticus back. So, okay, Rhodes, how do we do that? Tomato
Castor
Towers,
from the-
right?
Castor from the doorway pops their head out and says, "Hey, if you're done talking on the phone and whatever, I know how to get to Tomorrow Towers.
I bet you do.
Do you want me to take you?"
Yes, obviously, Castor Blaster.
Castor squints at you and says, "Can you please remember my last name? It's very cool, and I chose it myself."
Yeah, Cortex. You a
Okay,
Crash
yeah.
Bandicoot fan? Wait, that was Cortez, wasn't it?
I'm
It's
not.
Cortex.
Was it Cortex?
Ernest doesn't know anything about this, so he's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I've never played Blaster Bandicoot.
It was Cortex.
Cortex
It was
also
like
has.
Neo Cortex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Shoot,
relation.
sorry, I just looked down and my foot was bleeding. I'll deal with that later.
But you were Castor.
Me.
What the
I'm just
fuck?
I'm just Atticus for really. I'm falling apart.
Yeah.
So Castor Blaster Cortex makes sure the door is propped open, puts a few more of those bricks in the way, and says, "Yeah, it's actually really close. Probably like a 5-minute walk from here."
Great. Bye. I start
Yeah.
going.
Before we leave, Rosier comes up to you, Abel, and kind of looks you all over and asks, "Are you okay? You didn't get hurt, did you?"
No, I'm good. It was like 9 feet tall, so it was kind of far away from me.
Good. He gives you a really big hug, nuzzles his face into yours, and just says, I don't want you to ever have to do that again."
Yeah, me either. That was scary.
That was scary. Let's not linger down here. Come on. We won't have to deal with that when we make it to Earth.
Let's go.
Yeah, I sure hope not. Okay, let's go.
All right, he takes your hand and he walks you out. Atticus follows behind, looking around like, door open or closed, by the way.
Open.
All right.
Obviously open.
Why? I don't, obviously what?
That's the one rule. Keep the door open.
Okay, fine. And you all leave as Castor leads you back up the stairs and through the twisting halls of the, I almost said Subway Eat Fresh, but then I was like, that's the wrong Subway. And that's where we'll leave it.
Subway Eat Fresh.